Because it's an old saying, and it is, turnover is vanity, profit is sanity, and cash is king. Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning in. In today's video, I am going to be going through the 7 mistakes people tend to make when they are in business. So I have been in business for 20 plus years, so I've got some experience. We've had countless businesses, sold businesses. So I have made this video so that you don't make the mistakes that a lot of people do and that we have actually made ourselves. The first mistake, or the first thing you should really think about, is investing in the right people for the right roles. As a business owner, it's so easy to get caught up in, this is my baby, this is my business, I can do it all myself. And I've got news for you, you can't. And if you employ the right people for the right roles, it really will help you focus your time where your business really needs it. As a business owner, we think we can do everything ourselves, and all you'll end up doing is running yourself into the ground, because we only have 24 hours in a day, and it's really important that you take rest to recharge those batteries. Because what I tended to find, or what I have found in the past when you start a new business or you're in business, is that you're trying to wear so many different hats, to accountant, to marketing, to advertising, to PR person, to salesperson. You can't do all of that on your own, and all you end up doing is stifling the growth of your business. This leads me on to the next, I hate the word mistake, next thing you should concern yourself with is, and it's working in the business and not on the business. And this follows from the previous points, because again, if you're doing everything yourself, you end up being in the business, which doesn't give you any time to really look at your business and see where there are areas that you can improve, areas that you can grow, areas that you can diversify into, because you're spending all your time in that business, working in it and not on it. And how do you think you're ever going to grow your business if you don't step back to look at working on the whole picture? Think of yourself as like an artist, a little bit like Vincent van Gogh, who would paint his paintings and he would not just focus on that little tiny bit, he would do the full picture, the full painting. And that's what you need to be doing when it comes to your business. A lot of people try and self-fund their business, which is great if you can do, but why would you use your own money when you can use somebody else's money? Are you not better having your own cash in the bank and being able to use OPM, other people's money, the bank's money? If you can get finance for your business and you're not having to pay a horrifically high interest rate, and you've looked at all of the other avenues and options, why would you not take somebody else's money? Because you've still got your cash there for when you might need it. Also, if you use other people's money, it can potentially help you to grow a lot quicker, because you can reinvest that money into the business and really expand, if that's the plan that you're looking for. Some people don't want to expand. Some people are happy with the business being small. So you need to know what your goals are and what your targets are for your business. Listening to other people's advice, your friends, your family, even your partner. Everybody wants to be a business consultant. Everybody wants to give you their opinion, even if they've never run a business before in their lives and have no interest in running a business. Everybody wants to tell you, oh, it's a bad idea, or oh, have you thought of this? Oh, this might not work. And you need to be careful of those people, because they can really change your mindset. And if somebody is going to give you advice, take it with a pinch of salt, because you don't want all that noise in your head distracting you when you've already got enough going on. Let them do them and you do you. And if you think your business is a good idea, go for it, irrespective of what friends and family have to say about it. Alternatively, if you have a business consultant that is giving you great business advice, listen to them. They're professionals in their fields. Joe down the road, who you go to the bar with or go to the pub with, who is, I don't know, is not a business professional wanting to give you business advice, take it with a pinch of salt. Listen to what they've got to say by all means and pick from it what you want. Don't let them impact your decision making. You also want to be you want to be careful when it comes to business consultants, because you want to be looking at their credentials and you want to be making sure they've got a proven track record. Are these people Gary V? Can they prove that they have done this time and again, and they're not just going to take your money and do absolutely nothing for your business? You want to be managing your cash flow, because it's an old saying, and it is, turnover is vanity, profit is sanity, and cash is king. Now, if you have a business that's turning over 5-10 million and you're making zero profit, there is no point in you turning over 10 million, because where's the profitability? How are you paying yourselves at the end of the day? How are you paying to keep that business going? You need to keep a close eye on your cash flow, because if the cash flow is not there, you'll soon run into problems and you will soon not have a business. So keep a really close eye on those figures. If necessary, employ a bookkeeper that's really good at keeping an eye on these things. Or if you're really good at doing it yourself, do it yourself. You should have a separate bank account for your personal account and your business account. You should never have one account which is for your personal expenditure and your business expenditure. And that's because when it comes to doing your year-end accounts and working out what's business, what's personal, you won't have that, because it'll all be murky and merged into one. You want to keep everything separately. You also want to keep it separately because when you're going for finance or you're going to apply for anything that needs you to show your expenditure, and they're saying, well, what's your business expenditure? How on earth do you possibly show them a bank statement that shows business expenditure, personal expenditure, and say to the person you're going to get finance from, well, just discount this, 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 and this. Oh, and that bottom line, it might not be right because, well, it's got my personal expenditure in there. No, keep everything separately. You don't want them together. Finally, making big, stupid, elaborate purchases, because you've kept an eye on your cash flow, you've got the right people in place, and all of a sudden you think, I've got loads of cash coming in, I know, I'll go and buy a new car, I'm going to go buy designer labels, I'm going first class everywhere, making silly purchases. No, don't do that. Reinvest the money in your business, because once you've spent on these elaborate purchases, what happens when you get round the corner and you have either a cash crisis, you have, a pandemic, or you have a business opportunity that you didn't know was actually coming and it came out of the blue, and then all of a sudden you've spent your money on silly purchases that your business really didn't need, and you miss out on this opportunity because you don't have the available cash or the liquid funds. So I would say, be careful with those big purchases. They will be there another day, you know, unless you're investing in a big piece of machinery for your business and it's going to help you increase your turnover, increase your profitability. Be careful with other things that you could purchase. I have a little story about this. Way back when, I knew a company that bought a business and decided that they were going to spend £50,000 or $70,000 on refurbishing offices that didn't need refurbishing for no apparent reason. And it was like, why would you spend that cash when the offices are fine as they are? It didn't bring anything to the bottom line of the business, yet they spent all that money and then they're now not in business. So I hope you've learned something from this. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Until next time, thank you and goodbye.